It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to April 6th of the year 2024 when the Nashville Predators were out on Long Island to face off against the Islanders. Head coach Andrew Brunette deployed his lines and defensive pairings in the following way: Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Nyquist, Zucker, Sissons, Beauvillier, Jankowski, Novak, Evangelista, Smith, McCarron, and Sherwood, McDonough and Yossi, Luzon and Carrier, Stastny and Shen. Lankinen gets the start in net. So the forwards and the defensive pairings are the same alignment as the previous game. Only change is at goal. 31 seconds into the first period, it's Lankinen coming with a save on Palmieri on the doorstep. First shot on goal of the game. A pretty good scoring chance for this early in the game. 2:24 of the first period now. Varlamov comes up with a save on Sherwood. It's the first shot on goal for the Nashville Predators at the 4-minute mark of the first period. It's Lankinen coming with a save on Pollock at 4:26. Varlamov a save on Forsberg. Teams trading chances here early in the first. 4:40 Lankinen a save on Barzal for 5:25 in the first period. Lankinen comes up with a save on Holmstrom at the 6:32 mark of the first period. It's Varlamov coming up with a save on McDonough, and then at 9:37 Varlamov another save on Luzon. This time a deflection just past the halfway point of the first period at the 12:20 mark now of the first. It's Varlamov coming with a save on Smith. So the Nashville Predators doing a good job here in the middle portion of the first period, generating some good scoring chances. We find the 14:20 spot in the first period, and it's Lankinen coming with a save on Cizikas, plus the follow-up by Horvat. A really great save sequence here by Kevin Lankinen. 16:04 of the first period, it's Varlamov coming with a save on Luke Evangelista. At the 17:11 mark of the first period, it's Lankinen coming with a save on Bo Horvat. 18:27, Varlamov a save on McCarron. And then at 18:46, another save, this time on Luke Evangelista, plus his rebound follow-up attempt. Another a great save sequence here for Varlamov in the first period. 19:32 of the first period, it's Lankinen coming with a save on Holmstrom. So we come to the end of the first period. There were momentum swings in the period, but there were no special teams play. There were no goals scored, and the totality of shots equaled out to 22. 12 of them went to the New York Islanders. 10 of them went to the Nashville Predators. We head on to the second period, and we find the first action at 1:07 of the second, and when Varlamov's coming with a save on Luzon. And then at 3:55 of the second period, it's Varlamov coming with another save on Luzon. A relatively quiet first 4 minutes of the period, but the action starts to pick up quickly here at 4:29 as Varlamov comes with a save on O'Reilly. 4:49, Lankinen a save on Horvat. So again, the team's trading chances here early in the second. 4:58, Lankinen a save on Nelson's deflection. At the 8:03 mark of the second period, Varlamov comes with a save on Philip Forsberg. The Isles are scrambling, but they are in fact holding because the puck is not finding its way into the net. At the 8:19 mark now of the second period, it's Varlamov coming up with a save on Michael McCarron. 9:07 now into the second period. We find our first scoring of the game. It is Dobson with his 10th, putting the New York Islanders ahead 1-0. There were so many layers of traffic that it's easy to understand how Lankinen never saw that puck coming. The Islanders were just stacked in the shot lane right here, and the Nashville Predators defenders also trying to get them out of the way. We're adding to the heavy traffic in front, so Dobson takes a good, accurate, long shot, puts his 10th goal of the season into the net, and those layers of traffic definitely had the biggest effect on Kevin Lankinen here in this situation. The Islanders lead 1-0. We cross over the middle point of the game here, and we find at the 10:50 mark of the second period, it's Carrier off to the box. 2 minutes for slashing. The Nashville Predators would not give up a single shot on goal against, and the Nashville Predators penalty kill would simply be outstanding over the course of these 2 minutes. At the 13:17 mark of the second period, it's Varlamov coming with a save on Tommy Novak. 13:39 now of the second period, it's Varlamov coming with a save on Philip Forsberg, and at 13:45, it is Dobson who was a big factor on this game. He's going off to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. This is going to put the Nashville Predators on the power play, and this is in fact going to be the first opportunity of the game, only the second penalty called of the entire game. Varlamov comes up with a save on Beauvillier, and Beauvillier really wanted to make this happen back at his old home rink, now visitor player, and it was the end of the power play for the Nashville Predators with only that one scoring chance at the 16-12 mark of the second period. It's Varlamov coming to the save on Cole Smith's deflection at close range. We go to the 18-minute mark now of the second period, where we find Kevin Lankinen coming with a save on Holmstrom. 18:35 sees Varlamov make a save on Zucker, and at the 19:46 mark, just as we're approaching the end of the second period, Varlamov makes one more save on Luzon. So the Nashville Predators go to 22 shots on goal total. So we have a reversal of shots on goal from the first period. The Predators had 10 in the first, then 12 in the second for a total of 22. The Islanders had 12 in the first period and only 8 in the second period for a game total of 20. We flip over to the backside of the sheet, and we go to the third period of this game. Nashville Predators down by 1. 24 seconds into the third period, Lankinen comes up with a save on Palmieri. At the 1:15 mark of the third period, it's Varlamov coming up with a save on Philip Forsberg. At 1:53 of the third period, it's Lankinen coming up with a save on Pajot's deflection at close range. We go to the 2:31 mark now of the period, and Varlamov's coming to save on the captain, Roman Josi, and then 2:45, another save on Beauvillier, plus the follow-up by Zucker. Predators are looking for this tying goal. At the 3:38 mark of the third period, it's Varlamov coming with a save on Philip Forsberg. 6:05 now into the third. The Nashville Predators are going to get an opportunity as Nelson's going out to the box. 2 minutes for high sticking on Evangelista. There was some question whether this could be a double minor, ruled a minor, single minor. Varlamov comes up with a huge save on Roman Josi, but then it is Lankinen coming up with a shorthanded save on Cizikas' spinning shot down there in his own zone to keep the Nashville Predators in this game. The Predators power play unable to convert. We hit the 8:13 mark of the third period, and we find Varlamov coming to save on Novak before the Predators earn another power play here in the third period. The 8:22 mark, it's Holmstrom off to the box. 2 minutes for slashing. Predators are buzzing. Varlamov comes up with a save on Philip Forsberg. Then he comes up with a save on Ryan O'Reilly, and then Philip Forsberg is back taking a second shot at it. Varlamov coming up with another big save right here. 4 total saves for Varlamov in this shorthanded situation, and that got the home crowd chanting his name over and over again here midway through the third period. 11:56 now into the third. It's Lankinen coming up with a save on Lee. 13:13 of the third period. It's Varlamov coming to save on Ryan McDonough, preserving the 1-goal lead. 18:31. Varlamov comes with a save on Philip Forsberg, and then easily the biggest save sequence of the game for Varlamov comes at 15:54 of the third period. He comes up with a save on the captain, Roman Josi, and then the immediate follow-up by Gus Nyquist, and then the immediate follow-up by Philip Forsberg. The Nashville Predators' 3 best offensive threats were buzzing around the offensive zone, and all had opportunities at it and could not get the puck to go past Varlamov. Just down at the other end of the ice, not 15 seconds later, though, it's Lankinen coming with a save on Cizikas, plus the follow-up by Barzal to preserve the 1-goal deficit, and that was a big save sequence by Lankinen, so some really big goaltending coming in a very short span of time here in the third period. 17:26 now of the third period. It's Lankinen coming up with a save on Horvat at 17:44 of the third period. It's Varlamov coming up with a save on Philip Forsberg, and then it is at 18:41 of the third period. Palmieri with an empty net goal, his 26th of the season, and it is an empty net goal that puts the New York Islanders on top 2-1 over the course of the final minute and 19 seconds. The Nashville Predators would not be able to generate any significant offense with the extra attacker on, and the Nashville Predators drop this game out on Long Island 2-0. They do outshoot the New York Islanders 41-30, and this was simply a night. The shots on goal, the Preds had 10 in the first period. They had 12 in the second period, and they go from 22 to 41, 19 in the third period. Varlamov doesn't give up a goal in any of those periods or in this entire game. This is a night where a goaltender was red hot against the Nashville Predators. They had plenty of scoring opportunities. They had power play opportunities, especially in the third period. Outshot the Islanders 41-30. Varlamov, incredible in this game. He was a wall, and he was dominant, and he defeated the Nashville Predators in this one with a 41-save shutout. Kevin Lankinen played a good game. Gave up one goal on a shot that he couldn't see. It's a tough loss to take out there. New York Islanders, a desperate team fighting for their playoff lives. The Nashville Predators a little bit more comfortable, but you can't drop too many more like that. So the Nashville Predators fall to the New York Islanders 2-0. That's going to do it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We've got so much more coming up. We've got analysis, we've got box score and opinions, all of that stuff. That's coming up right here next on the Renegades of Puck podcast.